Yo, what's going on, team? You got two parts of the Justice League in the building. What's happening? I got my boy Aquaman in the building. What's going on, bro?
It's glad to be back, man. You ain't seen me in this background in a minute.
Oh man, it feels good, man. This is 2019. This shit is popping. If you guys don't know, now you know. I am the Batman, aka J3. Welcome to J3 Entertainment. If you're new to the channel, push that subscribe button, thumbs this video up, and don't forget to share. Today's film we will be reviewing is Glass, a movie that I was waiting for.
Highly anticipated, man. 10 years in the making, bro.
All right, let's get into this review.
Okay.
We're going to talk about story. We're going
Yes.
to talk about script.
Yes.
This is the problem. I can't really get into the story because I don't want to ruin the film.
This is a spoiler free.
So, we're going to just
To a
talk about the
degree.
script.
Okay. Let me just put it on the table, man. You know, for those of y'all that's been under a rock, man, and don't know who these actors are, man, you got James McAvoy, who I'm a fan of.
Yeah.
You got Samuel Jackson, who I'm a huge fan of. And then you got Bruce Willis, who I've been a fan of since I was a little itty bitty kid, man. So you got three. This is a trifecta, man. This is an iconic combination. I don't think you can miss with this movie, with that lineup, right?
Well, I mean,
You love all those characters, right?
yeah,
all those
but
actors.
yeah, but the Yankees don't win every year.
Yeah, that's true.
So I mean, it could happen.
Yes,
It can happen.
but you are playing cards with a loaded deck.
True,
Yes,
true.
That's true. Okay,
Yeah. So
we'll agree on that.
script, man. What you think about the script, G?
Okay, so M. Night is like a Spike Lee. You know, you get these guys who write and direct their own movies, and he's a talented writer. He can capture an audience, the hype machine. Ever since Sixth Sense, you know, that's what he came out the gate with. You know, with Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
You know, he's developed a relationship with Bruce Willis over the years. Sixth Sense was just like, whoa. So I know he's a talented writer. You know what I'm saying? The script was very well thought out. Before we even dive deep, before we do a deep dive, I'm just skimming the surface. The script was well thought out because when I saw Unbreakable, I hoped for a sequel. And then when I saw Split, I was thrown for a loop. I had no idea. But the clinch for me, the major key point, is that for him to take two movies that I thought were unrelated, completely unrelated, and put them together for a common denominator, which is our
Glass.
piece we talking about today, Glass. I thought that was a brilliant idea. So before we even talk about the script, the concept, out of the park.
Concept was dope.
Yes.
I think everybody can agree with that when, like you said, it was like after watching Split and then you saw David, it was like, whoa, it made that movie that much better. It was like
David Dunn, right?
yeah, he was at the cafe or something like that. And we were like, whoa, this is tight, bro. I'm feeling this. Oh, that means they gotta be coming out with a new one. And then they announced a couple of weeks later, I think, or a couple months later, it was like, we're gonna have Glass. And Samuel Jackson's coming back.
Wow.
And we was like, okay, James McAvoy, Bruce Willis, Samuel Jackson.
With the crazy hair.
That Frederick Douglass shit. You know what I mean?
Marcus Garvey, whatnot. Yeah, it is Freddie D, wasn't it?
Yeah. Going with that.
Free slave haircut.
Yeah. This is how I like to wear it. Deal with it. You know what I mean? But
Evil genius.
I have to agree with you. The concept on this film was dope. Well thought out. It makes me feel like this is an idea he had in the back of his mind for years.
And any film exec sitting across the table, when he puts the idea, hey, did you happen to see this? Did you see that? Yeah. Guess what? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know they was like,
Brilliant. Brilliant. Cause that's how I felt. You know, and when you get into the script,
yeah.
I honestly like the script. I thought the script was really, like you said, thought out. The script was properly thought out.
Yes.
The script had the ingredients to make an epic film.
Cake, flour, eggs, sugar, butter,
Everything.
all of it's in there.
Everything was in that script. The dialogue that they presented through James McAvoy was phenomenal. The transitions of him as Kevin turning to multiple characters at one time, just back and forth. It kept you on your toes.
And that's talking about his acting ability, and we'll go into depth on that because he's a phenomenon.
Yeah.
Never seen anything like this.
And the script,
but it's M. Night had to be able to write it in different. Well, the Beast would say this, and Kevin would say that, and then the little boy, I forget the little boy's name, inside of the same character, he would say this. So even as M. Night dove into that, it was tons of rewrites.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who should come next? Who should be the next character to say something?
How would it play out?
And they even explored new characters that we had never even seen before.
Yeah, because I think it was 30 characters in one. So they gave us a couple more. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't have we won't spoil it, but they had some characters in there. But I think that script really was like that's a phenomenal script.
This was a big undertaking, as they say, man. With the 31 characters, I was sitting next to J3 and I happened to notice, man, they had 31 different toothbrushes in the bathroom, man, because you wouldn't brush your teeth with somebody else's toothbrush, right?
Yep.
So that's what I thought was crazy. Like that. That's all the details.
The script is on point. I have no complaints with this script.
With the concept or the actual script?
The script.
Really?
I think the script was thought out well, and it gave us, quite frankly, what I was expecting. You know what I mean? You were able to take 3 different type of actors.
Yep.
James McAvoy, to me, is probably the strongest actor out of the 3. Samuel Jackson,
was he in American History X, or what was his one of his breakout films?
Professor Xavier.
Of course.
I think he's the strongest actor out the 3. Samuel Jackson's in the middle, because Samuel usually plays Samuel Jackson.
He's a character.
Yeah, it's just, and then Bruce Willis is bang, simple, little dialogue, not a lot to say, get it in, get it out.
Bruce Willis has always been an action do-gooder. Whether he be a cop, whether he be saving the girl, whether he be an off-duty police officer, he's always gonna be. I couldn't even see good Bruce Willis playing a villain. I'm sure he could figure it out, but most of his characters, he's the guy you root for.
Yeah, and for him to be able to write this for these characters, I thought the script was dope. I thought it was a great script. What you think about the script?
Okay, so for me, I can't say, because I know who the writer is. I cannot, and he has duped me many times. Okay, I kept saying, I hope the little boy from Sixth Sense don't come in this movie. I hope Last Airbender don't show up in this movie.
Yeah.
Like, M. Night Shyamalan owes me a lot of money. Alright, countless times and time again.
I'll be honest, I'm no fan of his either, but
$12 on horrible movies, and some of them are like pulling teeth. Like, what was I thinking? He knows how to manipulate the Hollywood machine and the minds of the public to get you to want to see. First day, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 7 times, I don't know what to say, bro.
To get that shit.
And I just can't stay away because the hype machine around it. By M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong. You gotta go and see it, man. So, like, for me, I think that if M. Night was a sports team, he'd be a good first 3-quarter team. And then, in the 4th quarter, just runs out of steam. Every single movie I've seen for him does not have a strong ending. Most of the time they have a weak ending. The only time he had a strong ending was Sixth Sense, because then it was like, oh, if y'all never seen Sixth Sense, I would say go watch Sixth Sense. The good thing, I'm from Philly, so M. Night Shyamalan sets most, like Michael Mann, loves LA and he gives you LA like you don't see it with anybody else. Like Spike Lee gives you Brooklyn like nobody else. M. Night Shyamalan, he finds the heart of Philly was not in this movie, but he finds some key locations in Philly. And this movie takes place again in Philly. And I was hyped for it, man. And the people of Philly, they eat. They eat. I know local Philly actors that was in this movie. He's been feeding his hometown. He's from the suburbs of Philly, but he gets it in. I don't think the script was solid all the way through. I think he started off strong. He had a strong middle. And you know what? And it dipped horribly. And then he finished with the solid. There was a couple different moves in there that happened. And J3 said, all right, I'm going to give him... he's back in the game for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was a nail biter because I was like, this is just... I needed another 20 minutes, bro.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I know what I'm getting when I get an M. Night Shyamalan film. I already know what's up. I know what's about to go down.
They spent a lot of money in various places, but he shoots like a low budget director. You see what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, psychologically, he might keep us in this same room.
Yeah.
Half the movie. Coming back to this room, back to this room, back. Like, dude, you are a big Hollywood movie maker at this point. Let's get some new locations. If this is a superhero style movie, then what's the one you like so much? Not Collateral, it's one
Chronicles.
word. Chronicles, man. That was low budget, but high budget at the same time. It looked low budget, and then they was flying. Like, give me something. This was for the comic book fan. So I am the core demographic for this movie. I'm the guy he's selling the tickets to. So give me a little bit more of what I need in a comic book movie. After X-Men First Class and like some of these great movies, like you said, that James McAvoy was a part of, man, there's been some good comic book movies. And the fact that I didn't even know Unbreakable was gonna be a comic book movie, that was the rub for that movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The fact that Split, I'd never seen a performance like James McAvoy's performance in Split. So that was the rub for that. And this being Glass, the trifecta, for him, this is his Infinity War. Like, you got a big studio like Marvel, you got hundreds of people in on that script making that happen. This is one guy that said, in 15 years from now, I'm gonna culminate. This is the fruition. This is the grand finale. If you go to fireworks, this is the you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it was like
well,
you know what I'm saying?
But I disagree
and
as far as
Glass is called Glass.
Yeah, but as far as the script, I disagree because the script hit every beat. The script told the story properly.
You don't think it was huge holes of gaping Swiss cheese?
Not in the
holes
script.
in the script?
Not in the script. I think there's parts of the movie, but not the script. The core of the script gave me everything I needed. I knew everything about the script watching the film. I understood the characters. I understood where they stood. I figured out certain things. I didn't expect the ending. It gave me a nice twist at the end, and it also made sense at the end. It was like, okay, that makes a lot of sense. That's tight. You know what I'm saying? The script delivered for me. Now, there's parts of the film, not saying we still on the script, but as far as the script, I thought the script was phenomenal. It was well thought out. It combined those films fucking well. It spun off fucking well.
You didn't feel like it was a cash grab. Some movies are just put out there like, I can get another $12 out these people.
Yeah.
I feel like he put his heart into the script.
The script was good. The script, I have no complaints with the script.
I felt like there was holes in the script. I felt like I needed, this is kind of difficult because we're giving this to you without ruining it for you. If you haven't seen it, it's 50-50. If you want to love it, if you want to like it, you're going to like it.
Yeah.
If you want to love it, you might not. You see what I'm saying? You might walk out of there feeling a little unsatisfied.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? And the reason I say that is because, the dialogue was good. There was no real iconic lines like usually with a Sam L film. he'll get some iconic line, and you will know me as the Lord, or I don't want no snakes or no plane. You know, or Bruce Willis, iconic lines. Yippee-ki-yay, mother. You know, there was nothing that I walked away from in the writing of this film that I'm like, oh, I like the part when he said this, or I don't even remember what anybody said. So this is why I say that there was and there was story parts that I didn't think made much sense. You know, if Bruce Willis is the good guy, and say James McAvoy is the bad guy, and Sam Jackson is the bad guy, I don't think Sam Jackson had enough lines. I don't think we got into his character enough for it to be called Glass. I think it's supposed to be called Glass because that's the fruition. It's his time to shine, but I don't think he shined, and not as an actor, but in his delivery of his motives, or even how he executed everything. I don't think he got enough screen time. He didn't get any grit into it. He didn't have any skin in the game.
Well, that being said, let's get into the casting now.
Perfect.
Because you don't like the script that well. It's okay, mediocre script. I think the script's phenomenal. Casting, we got Samuel Jackson, James McAvoy, and Bruce Willis.
Yes, then you had just side characters, the other members of the cast, which was like, the young lady's name was
Anaya.
Anaya.
Is it Anaya Taylor-Joy? I think it was what it is.
And then you had Sarah Paulson, who played the psychologist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There was a few different characters, and then I don't know who was Samuel Jackson's mother. I gotta think on that for a second. But casting, I don't think you could find 3 better actors to lead a film. I'm talking about for this film.
I got you on that, but I gotta just be honest, keep that shit real. I thought their performances sucked. James McAvoy is probably the only one that surpassed everybody just by his ability to switch around with the split mentality. Mm-hmm. But in the long run, it's the same shit I've seen already. Was nothing phenomenal about the performances. The performances felt rushed and they felt blah. I don't care about it. I don't care about none of the characters in this movie. I didn't get anything from James McAvoy's character, but he just kept going. He just wanted to, you know, the scenario is the Split. If you watch Split, he wants to become the Beast. He wants to let the Beast rise, the leader of the light or something like that. I thought James McAvoy did a good job, but not a dope job. Like he wasn't. It was the same old James McAvoy that we seen in Split. Samuel Jackson was the same old Samuel Jackson. His acting was his eyes. You know, he can't really move too much. There's so much that a mastermind could say, especially when you're talking to a character like Bruce Willis' character, who probably can't commute or understand what the hell is going on. I said compute.
You mean James McAvoy's character?
No. Bruce Willis' character. David Dunn is a Dunn. It's I don't know what's going on with Bruce Willis mentally, but his roles he's been taking, he's not saying much, he's not doing anything, and the movies are suffering because of this.
You didn't care for him? I
didn't care for David Dunn. I didn't care for Mr. Glass. I didn't care for Kevin. I didn't care for none of these characters. I think they had a core script, and none of them were able to bring that alive. It was a waste of time. The deliveries were whack. That's why you didn't remember it. They had epic dialogue. Mr. Glass was doing things and saying things, but Samuel Jackson's delivery was poor. It was all about flash.
I don't think he was allowed to say much, man.
This is Samuel.
40% of the movie,
this is Samuel
not allowed to say
Jackson. This is not a scrub. Samuel Jackson can do what the hell he wants. You guys remember this? Bruce Willis and Mel Gibson are the reason why those two movies, Signs and Sixth Sense, are tight. We need to change this. They can say what they can say. Poor delivery and acting. The psychologist, she was trash. She was in the way. She
was typical bad guy, nothing special.
But was she a bad guy? That's the thing.
Yes.
See, we it's like you don't know what they are. Their delivery just really was. It's written for it to be that way, but the delivery wasn't. To me, didn't give me anything.
Was there any epic monologues that you found in the whole movie? And who delivered it?
That's what I'm saying. Nobody delivered it. I think their acting was subpar. Yes, James McAvoy. It's cool seeing. Oh yeah, and what's that guy with that? Yeah, that's cool. I seen that in Split.
And I miss those characters. I was glad to see them again. I was glad to have those characters back.
I think it was a cool time when one part James McAvoy did when he turned to a professor, and he started talking about some intellect shit, and Mr. Glass was able to go on that level. That was cold.
Yeah, because he studied art too.
Yeah. And
that's what I wanted to see, the Lex Luthor mind of Mr. Glass, and I don't think it was in the script this time. I don't think him being a mastermind, he didn't Kaiser Sose us. You know what I'm saying? But with Kaiser Sose, you was like, oh, he had the you looked at Kobayashi was on the cup. He dropped the cup. He's like, oh, and that's what they were going for. Like, but I didn't feel him. He wasn't as smart as Lex Luthor for me, man. He was smart and conniving.
I don't know, bro. The delivery, he was smart as hell, man. He accomplished
his goal.
No, I don't want to spoil it for nobody. Mr. Glass was smart, and he did everything. I just think you went in with a different perspective of what this movie was going to be. I went in knowing this is the M. Night Shyamalan film. These motherfuckers aren't superheroes. They have special traits, and let's watch them collide with each other. But the performances was bad. To me, I just think it was subpar. Samuel Jackson could have did way better. I see Samuel Jackson do way better work than this.
Let me ask you a question though. If you ever dealt with 3 psychopaths, and you were a doctor, would you put them in the same room together? Ever?
Yeah. You seen Halloween? A psychologist is just as crazy as his patients are.
But she didn't have no crazy in her. She didn't even come off type crazy.
Those are the crazy ones. You see that bad bitch in the club? She look good, bruh. Talk to her, she crazy. Don't no nigga stay around long. I wonder why. She look good as hell. She crazy. You don't have to look crazy to be crazy.
This dude, James McAvoy, is like Diesel. All of y'all seen the trailer. You seeing how muscly he get and his veins popping out, man. I'm sure that's CGI, I guess. But first of all, special effects were amazing. Okay, they had some great special effects to me.
I disagree, bro. But
you think it was old school props?
I'll skip to it. I'll just.
Well, do we talk about special?
No, I'm gonna talk about it.
I want performances.
We can talk about it. We go directing. Special effects. I thought was poor. That shit looked fake, bruh.
What the little nodules he leaves in the wall as he climbs across the wall?
That's one aspect, but then when he lifts the car, it looks fake. It doesn't even look real. The fight scenes were terrible.
You see all the veins popping out his neck, and them 2 cops is in the car. That's in the trailer, y'all don't worry. And he's lifting it up. He looks possessed, bro. He looks like a beast.
But that's a capture shot. But then what about the delivery of it? It looked pathetic. You know, the fight scenes in here, the cameras, angles. M. Night doesn't know how to direct action, and he proved it because if you have David Dunn and Kevin or the Beast meeting each other for the first time, and half the scene is like this, that's terrible. I want to see them get down. I want to see a fight scene, not people running into throwing you here, throwing. I thought the direction was terrible. M. Night Shyamalan did a poor job directing the movie, and that's why you don't like the movie. The script was solid, but the acting, directing, special effects, bruh, the music, that shit was terrible.
Why would Bruce Willis wear a poncho in the sunshine? That's part of the script. To me, like Bruce Willis's costume is that poncho.
Because that's a basic idea of a basic man. He wore a hoodie in the.
Yeah, but he didn't want to get recognized. Once he's locked up and everybody knows it's him, why are you still wearing a hoodie when it's hot as hell outside?
But how can you say it's hot?
James McAvoy don't even got a shirt on.
Because he's the Beast. And
then you gonna wear a poncho when it ain't raining? That's like the Penguin walking around with an umbrella. Like,
but that's his. But so are we gonna base the movie? Are we gonna base the movie on a poncho, or are we gonna base it on? Because I don't give a freak what his costume look like. The nigga, he could have wore underwear. I don't care. That's his uniform, whatever. But his performance as the dude sucked. He could have had anything on. He could have wore a jogging suit. I mean, Luke Cage walked around talking about, I'm Luke Cage, nigga. Yeah, all that shit, and he got a hoodie on. My nigga, you're Luke Cage, you're Diesel. Go out and be your superhero. It's not about to me
covering your face with a.
But that's the whole point, because no one see. Because if you cover your face like he did in the beginning of the movie, shut lights off. You saw in the trailer, he shut the lights off. No one's gonna see him.
Because nobody knew who he was.
But if you put a poncho on you, you cover up your whole body. You cover your hands. No one knows. They don't know what color he is. They don't know anything about him. So I understand the idea of it, and also understand
in the beginning. But what I'm saying at the end, why?
Because David Dunn. I don't want to spoil it, but it's certain things that the scientist said, the psychologist said about him, and those are comfort zones. Why did Samuel Jackson go get a purple suit? I mean, really, what was the purpose of that? That's the fantasy. That's the fantasy part about it. So I'm okay with that.
And then Samuel Jackson, where did he find this purple suit, bro?
It was in there when he got locked up. Remember?
So before I escape, let me go get my. Like you said, I'm about to break out of jail. Let me go get my purple suit real quick.
It took 9 hours to put it on. Yeah. But that's the fantasy part about the movie, and I'm okay with that kind of stuff because I expect that to happen.
I thought the purple suit looked tight, and I can't wait to see the cosplayers that are already in wheelchairs, because they get a few different characters here and there. So I'm happy to see when I see a cosplayer that's wheelchair bound and he dressed as Mr. Glass, I'm taking a picture with him for sure.
I just hope he can really stand, cause
no, I mean, it's a lot of. I got friends that's in wheelchairs, man. That would be a good costume for them. Big ass print suit with the MG on it. What you call it?
That shit was clean. I like that. I like that MG shit.
It was iced out too.
That nigga's clean. Hey, but you know, I think directing M Night really disappointed me. I mean, I wouldn't. He always disappoints me, but Split was a silent killer. I wasn't expecting Split to be that good.
Nah, me neither.
So that could be a plus one for him on that note.
So he went like this. Unbreakable. Split.
It went Unbreakable.
And then Glass.
It went Unbreakable, Sixth Sense, Signs.
And then where's this one?
12 years later.
Where is this one?
Split.
No, this is Glass.
Oh, well, I'll give you that when I give a grade.
All right.
But for the most part, yeah, I thought directing was terrible. M. Night did a terrible job. He can't direct action. He can't direct fight scenes. His epic moments were under-directed because he wasn't able to capture the characters properly. And I think that's one part of the reason why I think the actors were subpar. Because the director did not have a good relationship with the camera with his actors. He didn't capture the epic scenes that Samuel Jackson was delivering. That scene, in certain scenes in the movie, Samuel Jackson was really saying some shit and he wasn't capturing it. He wasn't capturing. He was more focused on his eyes twitching in the trailer. He wasn't capturing Samuel Jackson. There's a scene when James McAvoy turns to what's her name? Patricia. Mm-hmm. Patricia's probably one of the strongest characters he plays in the movie. He didn't capture it. It was the same old stuff. Y'all seen the trailer of PB and J sandwich and bullshit. Capture the character so we can get that feel. Because we already seen what he was doing. We seen it in Split.
I know what I feel the problem is with this movie. And I think that I'm egotistical. I don't know if y'all know that. We're all a little egotistical. But I think M. Night Shyamalan wanted to be the star of this movie, because he was doing stuff like you said. He didn't really find Patricia. He didn't really find who Mr. Glass is, which is ironic because he created Mr. Glass.
Yeah,
you know, and now they've given Bruce Willis's character a name. Now he has a name, and they hinted at a couple other names which were funny, some of them. But I think that sometimes it's distracting because while I'm talking right now, he'll have a noise going, and when there's no reason for that noise to come in, it's just because he wants to remind you that it's an M. Night Shyamalan film. Like when a Spike Lee film be doing like this, and they be walking towards you, he just wants to show you, hey, this is Spike Lee behind the camera right now. And I felt that, man. I felt like M. Night was trying to outshine the stars. That's how I feel. Like when Stan Lee is in a movie, he just get in, you get your little giggle, and he keeps it moving. But because of these sound effects and some of these shots, I just felt like M was really just trying to push M.
Mm-hmm. You might be onto something with that. I just think he just sucked, bro. He proved it in Avatar, the last Airbender. He can't direct action. This motherfucker weak at it. and I'm done.
I'm all for directors bringing in an action director if they need somebody to help them with their action, man. I like seeing some of the special effects where you're getting hit up against a car, and I know the car is plastic or whatever, but you bang somebody's head into a fender and the fender breaks. I still like those old kind of Hollywood props. Punch a door or punch a wall and the wall breaks in half. I'm with it. You don't have to, everything don't have to be CGI. And I like the little details. If the dude would climb the wall, he was so strong that his fingerprints would be stuck in the wall. I don't think that he used Samuel Jackson's, now I'm going to call it a disability, because in this film, you know, brittle bones is a disability. I don't know if handicapable is a new term for people who have special challenges. I get that. But in this case, Samuel Jackson's superpower was a disability. His heightened sense of brainiac. But I wish that he would have spent another 2 months on this script and said, okay, how can I make brittle bones a gift? You know what I mean? Like, I'm short. All right, so if I'm fighting someone big, they're off center with balance. I can flip them easier because they might be twice my size. So it's hard for them to grab me. That's my advantage in certain fights with bigger men. What could be Mr. Glass's advantage by having bones that break very easily? Is there something like a window, something he got to squeeze through to get out, and he can break his own bones because he's so used to pain? Like, what? How could?
No, you onto something. Because my special power, I'm skinny, so I just turn sideways. You can't see me. That shit tight, nigga. Gone, nigga. Where'd he go? I'm here, but you can't see me, bro. Shit. That shit tight, bro.
So, you know, that would have made this movie for me. You know what I'm saying? I went in here wanting to love this script.
I just think I expect,
because I love all those characters.
No, I think any script can always be better, and that would be something tight if he had spent time working on himself, where he was able to break his bones and you know, I don't know. Shit.
Why are heroes necessary? You know, why are villains necessary? You know, and I think he tried to tap into something about us finding our own inner hero, but he didn't spend enough time with that clay, kneading it and molding it into what it was he was exactly trying to say. And he had sub characters in this movie that he kind of hinted on them having powers, but I'm not gonna wait until the next movie to find out if they had powers or not. You could have gave me that right now.
And see, I don't think that's the script. I think that is all about him in the acting. This is the crazy thing. If he had directed it well, we would have known. This motherfucker got this motherfucker got that. This is what it is.
I told E about the powers. He didn't even know it. He didn't even see. He didn't even pick up on that. I was like, you ain't know.
That's directing.
So had these kind of powers.
That's directing.
He was like, no, I didn't even think about it. Now he might. I doubt he'll watch it again. But if he watched it again, he'll pick up on that. I said it to you in the theater because we were sitting next to each other. Yo, I think, she doing it. She's manipulating, or he's doing whatever I was saying. I would put J3 on, and he agreed with me right away. Yup, it's something there, but it wasn't enough. Where if you miss it, you miss it.
His directing sucked. His directing was bad. M. Night,
should he be just a writer? Should M. Night Shyamalan be just a writer?
I think the problem with M. Night is, and it may be the egotistic factor which you said, because I think he's a very creative individual, but some people just don't got it, and it's like, when it comes to films where they doing action and stuff, I don't understand how niggas can't film a fight scene. I mean, a legit fight scene. It's like no one ever got in a fight before.
This is a man that never been in a. There you go.
But I mean, to keep it 100, bro, I ain't never been in a war neither.
Right.
But I can direct a war scene, bro. That ain't hard. Murder.
Right, but I think his edit room. I think his edit room is like this. Yes. No, take that out.
Bruh.
Keep that. Whereas, like in my edit room. You know, I'll be like, yeah, give me a high five. That's it right there. Stop, cut there, move to that scene. Yes, that. I didn't feel the emotion.
Like Peep Game, you a writer.
You know what I'm saying? Emotion wasn't in it.
You a writer.
Yes.
I write.
Yes.
When I write something that is action based, I write in two ways. This is how I write it. And then we'll get back on the review. I write in two ways. When I do an action scene, I do as far as a bird's eye view, and I do it as first person view. right? So, like, say Superman fighting Captain America. The bird eye view is going to see them down. So I'm automatically thinking, okay, I want to be able to pan in to this shot, right? Superman swings left and right, and then I'll go to whoever's swinging, and I'll be able to show you that. But then, when it gets serious, I'm going to always pan out and show you these two heroes going at it. You may get a close-up shot as far as you're going to see torso and arm. You're not going to get face. I'll never do that. I would never write that. That's terrible. Because that's not how a fight scene is. When you're fighting and you want to show, you always want to show a bird's eye view, but then you also want to show the close-up so you can get intimate with the character. He can't do that. That ain't hard to direct, bro. Because look at when we was in school. When motherfuckers got in a fight. Ooh, oh, shoot. We wasn't like this. We were like, damn, look at this thing. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it. And I'm paying attention. Oh, snap. And you move around, you come around, and you surround it. The problem, you know, shout out to The Raid. The Raid really opened my eyes and unboxed to real shit. And when you watch those martial art films like that, and you watch how they make action for fight scenes and stuff, and you feel like you're involved in it, that's beautiful. His direction, action, sucked.
This is M. Night Shyamalan, man. This is somebody who's on like his 10th film, okay? So when you say, so when I say, oh, I could do it, or he says he could do it, like, yeah, I could sit there with a couple people. Like, he has people at his disposal. Hi, M. Night Shyamalan looking for fight actors to come out. He could stay in his basement and have people practice fighting for 2 months, and he could just figure out what scenes. Oh yeah, I like that roundhouse kick when he caught him like that. Oh yeah, then when I get Sam L, you can practice with low-level actors so that when you get a Sam L, or you get a Bruce Willis, or you get a James McAvoy, then you can have everything laid out in your head, because he could just pace it to 3 regular dudes like me and Jay, not me and Jay, but in shape martial arts or in shape UFC fighters, you know, $300 a day to just play around.
I'm in
you
there.
know what I'm saying? He didn't do none of that, man. But I didn't get a brawl, and I want to see, you know, people with abilities go ahead and toe to toe.
And he failed.
If this was a boxing match, it'd be one of the Mayweather joints. And I like Mayweather because I like Floyd, but I don't like all that, the whole fight, then they holding, break it up. Nobody wants to see that fight.
You want to see a Joe Frazier and Muhammad Ali.
You want to see a slugfest, bro. And if Bruce Willis is unbreakable, almost break him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Almost break him. Give me that Rocky 2, Rocky 3, Creed, you know, you know?
Yeah.
This dude, so James McAvoy, let's be real. He's the Hulk and David Banner and 30 other miscellaneous characters. Fashion dude. What if in the middle of a fight the fashion dude popped out? Well, wait a minute. Pow! Got him. You know what I'm saying? Like, broke his jaw and then the beast come back. Like, have some fun with it, man. Give me something I don't expect. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Knock the beast out of him. I don't know. But just give me something that I don't expect. You know what I mean? Don't give me the usual. And I came in and got some regular. There is a, you know, it's M. Night. He's smart. Very intelligent. So you're going to get some unexpected, of course.
Yeah.
Hopefully. But the expected was so expected. Like, wait, dude has got 4 more cheerleaders. That's in the trailer too. So don't be mad if you seen the trailer. He got 4 cheerleaders tied up again, and they all in cheerleaders.
Same shit.
Rehash. Like, really? You could have made them younger. You could have made them older. You could have made them. Nope, 4 more high school kids. So I guess one dude just kidnapped high school kids and feed them peanut butter and jelly. Is that what's going on?
Hey, that's what it is,
Till
bro.
the beast come. So I was like, dang, man, they still at the zoo. Like, have the beast fight an animal. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was at the zoo. He lived at the zoo and he was the beast. Let's see what happened when the beast go against a damn orangutan or a tiger or some shit.
Shit rock, nigga. King Louis ain't no joke, bruh. Shit, you seen what happened, nigga? Baloo had to get up off that shit. Nah, that you make good points. Good points, Gary. Everybody, Salad Ward coming with dropping his knowledge on this shit. Pros and cons of the film. And I think this is where it comes into with me. I like the script. I thought the script was phenomenal. But a con of it is, like you said, he didn't play with the characters. He didn't develop them. See, I look at the script as far as a whole, dialogue, the progress of the story moving forward within it. But things that he could have really brought this script, he could have really worked it, was putting that in. But then, see, I look at Bruce Willis nowadays. Bruce Willis ain't the same Bruce Willis he used to be. You know what I mean? Bruce Willis, man, fuck. This ain't the same Bruce Willis. So to do those type of things, Bruce Willis will have to get back in shape. Bruce Willis will have to do this. Bruce Willis will have to do that. And he ain't that type of actor no more.
Not if they got him in a poncho, like you said.
True.
Because the stunt man doing all the poncho stuff
Boom.
was fully covered up.
There you go. But he didn't do it.
Now Bruce Willis could be delivered that. He's talking about them dialogues I was asking for, them epic scenes that will people want to get a T-shirt that says blah blah blah, whatever he said. You know, I know somebody got a Yippee Ki-Yay and Mother Effer T-shirt somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe somebody watching this when they wait up. You know what I'm saying? And Samuel Jackson got, 30 memorable lines. We could do a top 10 Samuel Jackson lines.
Yeah. Fuck. Nigga, please, bitch. What the hell is wrong with you?
From the Gator Dance in Spike Lee to he got a couple.
I'm a junkie.
You know what I'm saying? And you don't know my name is the Lord. You know what I mean? Pass me my wallet. And they not just Quentin Tarantino lines. You know what I mean? It's the one with bad and my effort on it. You know what I mean?
Hey, he got lines, no lie.
You know what I'm saying? So let me just give you this without giving you much. Bruce Willis does not have much to say. Sam L does not have much to say. All we get is a long, drawn-out performance from James McAvoy. Because yes, we were startled the first time we seen it, and it's still great to watch him do it. This is when you go to a play and you see somebody and they come up and they have their little piece of paper and they be like, life for me wasn't no Rolling Stone. Well, mother came through and he said, you know what I'm saying? It's what you know what I'm talking about. Like on the stage, they go through all them changes. You be like, oh good show. But we've seen it. So when you go back, you say, yo, Jay, you gotta see this play. And now you're seeing it a second time. Now you've seen the play already. So Jay is enjoying it. Yeah. But you've been there already.
And that's the split idea of it. It's like, damn, man, you did the same goddamn thing.
And there was no, I don't know where the character arcs was for Bruce Willis, Sam L. I'm big on arcs. What did they learn? What did they take away from? Because they started here, then they kind of, without ruining it, I can't tell you how they backed up. They started here, then they backed up, then they went back to here. But they was here in the beginning, so there was no growth. Only people that grew was us as the public. The public learned stuff, but the characters never learned shit.
But that's the beauty of it, because I like the twist. I love, that's the pro of the film for me, the twist.
But I think M. Night is so busy focused. This is back. This is his oh, I'ma get him. I'ma get him like you know what it is? He is that rapper that had a first hot song and he keep trying to do the the bling bling, or he keep trying to find a new hot word because he he did it once.
New hairline.
Because
Tiger.
he blew our minds once with this like Kanye will never get them first 2 albums back, man. If you like Kanye, great. I like Kanye too. But if you want the best Kanye, then go back to
College Dropout,
and then maybe even the second one. You know what I mean? Late registration. But after the Bear moved on, by the time you get into 808 Heartbreaks and all that, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna keep changing because I'm gotta give them what they don't expect. And he keeps trying. His big thing is surprise, surprise, surprise. And now we're expecting a surprise. I heard Jody say, when's the twist coming? Where's the twist? It's got to be a twist. That's what he said. So if you're watching it, I would maybe the twist is that there is no twist, but because he knows he's the twist director with the twist stuff, so it's like I'm about to twist. Nope, that's not the twist. Well, here's the twist. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now Mr. Glass hip is broke.
Because he twisted.
He twist that shit. Nah, but you know what I'm saying. I that was a pro for me.
I don't think Mr. Glass broke anything like you know, they was so delicate with him. I don't think, you know.
Oh, you gotta watch the movie, man. but for the most part, those are pros and cons for me. I think the con.
I want to see Mr. Glass answer the phone and break his ear.
Ah, shit. I think I'm leaking.
Hey, let me tell you something. Him getting hurt throughout the whole movie, like he did in like he show up with a finger, like his finger sprained, then his arm broke, then his other arm broke. Now he on 2 crutches. Like, give me something like that's funny to me.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, you know, I get the idea, the pros and cons. The characters should have you should explore the characters a little bit more. But I also believe the actors weren't there with them. M. Night is not that type of director writer. I know the 2 films that motherfucker was fire in. Mel Gibson and Bruce Willis, both. They changed the game. Nah, I mean, we need to do this. I seen a lot of lazy acting, and I don't think they wanted to explore him. Mr. Glass, to me, Samuel Jackson was probably the Mr. Glass did what he had to do.
Makeup, and wardrobe did a great job.
Mr. Glass was there. The whole twist was beautiful for me. I enjoyed that twist. And when I got that twist, that's when I knew I was going to give him that grade. What's a pro and con for you? And then we're going to get some grades.
A pro, like I said, is the pro take place in the movie? Or like I said, the concept was just ultimately a pro. And then the next pro for me, the biggest pro was the unraveling of the controlled situations. That's the best way I could put it without ruining anything for you guys. Out of respect for y'all, the unraveling of what people anticipated, the people in the movie thought some things were gonna transpire, and you're not in control, and that's great. That was the pro. The con for me was also to do with the makeup. Even though I said hair and makeup did a great job.
I'm glad you said it.
There was something in the movie that I can't get into regarding a woman.
No,
and I can't say who it is.
Freak that. Keep that shit 100 right now, bro. I don't give a freak. They need to know because they gonna see when they see it. Mr. Glass' mama makeup was bad, my nigga. You had a young woman with like a That's So Raven makeup style of a grandmother. That shit looked terrible, bro.
Let me tell you why they did it. Mr. Glass' mom. Hey, did y'all see it? Hey, let me side note, right?
Like she got young legs.
Did y'all see not Boys in the Hood? What was the other one that made fun of Boys in the Hood?
Don't Be a Menace.
Don't Be a Menace to Society, when the dad was younger than the son. Hey. This is what happened in Don't Be a Menace. It was on purpose because Cuba Gooding Jr. looked so close in age to Lawrence Fishburne at the time. It was like, how's this his dad? Yeah. Like, really? Yeah. That's his dad? They look the same age because Cuba got all them lines in his forehead. That's what happened, bro. They got like a 40-year-old lady to play Samuel Jackson's mom, just so they could do a 3-minute flashback. The reason they did it is so they could do a flashback when she was younger. But I would have rather you take $100,000 and just make a like they did Kevin Spacey in Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean Kevin. What's his name? The god in Kurt Russell. The way they did Kurt Russell in Guardians of the Galaxy and made him look young. They just put a Snapchat app on his face, damn near smoothed everything out. I would have rather y'all take an old lady and make her young than sit there with traditional makeup and try to make this young lady old because y'all missed. Can you say what they missed?
Her legs were fire.
Y'all missed her knees, bro. Y'all should have made her knees ashy, dark, gave us some bad old lady stockings.
She had beautiful legs.
She
man.
had nice
like, damn,
legs.
she clean on the
and
bottom.
She was sitting there like, baby, don't let them ruin your shine. Don't let nobody tell you. And she was a great actress, but her legs, they didn't touch her legs, and her legs was Vaseline down.
It was like
shining.
watching the Disney Channel.
I was like, yo, her legs is like 19, and up top she like. And Jay noticed it, and it threw the whole movie off for me, man.
Yeah. I saw it. I said, damn, she got some nice legs, bro. She had them Tina Turner legs, them de-aging legs, bro. What is that?
Black don't crack.
But damn.
But how you gonna be old up top and young from the knees down,
She
man?
probably throw that shit good.
She should have scraped her knees up, man, or at least gave her some stockings. We would have never picked up on it, man. Because her hands was done nice. They just forgot to do her knees, man. And the shot they had, her knees was up. In the picture, and he was like, "Oh, what?
She looking good now, huh? Shoot, that's
and it pops you out of it, bro.
That's directing, bro. He sucked, but hey, this is all.
Somebody get some baby powder and make her legs look ashy.
His directing, M. Night directing in this film was trash. He did a poor job. He didn't capture the shit he's supposed to capture.
Oh, and she had a big old. Now old ladies do wear big wigs. Yeah. But once you realize that she's a young lady playing an old lady, then the wig is like, oh, not a wig too, not a bad wig. Man. Medea looks more believable
than she did. Yep, that's real talk. Give me some of that.
Good Morton.
Give me some of that. Yeah, she looked way more believable. Terrible, man. That's all you got though.
That's my biggest con, man.
All right, bro. Grading time, y'all. I'm glad you guys are still here with us. Let's get into this grade.
Thank you for sticking around. And I am the king of the 7 what?
C's, motherfucker.
C. That's what I give this movie. A C, bro. Ooh. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you more nicer than I am. I'm giving Glass everything it deserves, bruh. This movie was a letdown. M. Night did not deliver in directing. His action sucked. The acting was subpar. The script was really good. I thought the script was dope, phenomenal. I thought it was a great script. The concept was really tight. The music was in the way. The special effects were trash, cheap, weak. The costume design is, whatever. This movie gets a C-.
I did sit in the movie and I said, wow, we could have went live right now. We could be going live as opposed to reviewing. How did I just sit through this movie? I said, I wasted my Thursday. I could be home drawing, writing. There's a million other things. Working out.
Dragon Ball Super.
Dragon Ball Super was 14 feet away.
Go watch Dragon Ball Super.
Which various people have been in the comments like, Brawly is Brolic, man. You're going to like it. So I was like, why did I do this to my Thursday night, bro?
Yeah, but that's the job of being on J3 Entertainment and Jody's Corner. This is what we do every Thursday. We gotta watch movies. It's gonna be some bad ones. And unfortunately, this one isn't terrible because there's some pros and cons in it. But for the most part, this movie did not deliver like it should have. This should have been an A movie. I think if they had those situations that you spoke on and some stuff I spoke on, I think the movie would have been a freaking A.
Does it have any rewatchability?
Rewatchability? No. I wouldn't buy this movie if you paid me.
There you have it, folks.
No.
Straight from the horse's mouth.
Because if you can't capture it, when you do superhero movies, it's more to it than just dialogue. You got to be able to capture that shit.
Is he a comic book guy?
He threw comic books on in this goddamn movie, so he obviously either being a poser or something, but he letting everybody know this is what it's about.
Did you ever see a comic book store like the store in that movie?
His directing sucks, man.
There was literally a neon sign in the comic book stores that said heroes, and then another one that said villains.
So when did villains get that many comic books?
And then the son is like, I'm glad he brought back the son. We didn't even mention him. You know,
he ain't worth it. He looked dead anyway. That nigga eyes was.
He was shocked the whole movie.
That motherfucker looked. M. Night did a terrible job directing this movie, and the actors subpar, bruh. But that's the review, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm glad you guys are here. Make sure, hey, plug your channel in, bro. Let them know what's up.
No beast is coming. No, he did good. I'm just paying. So my channel, is Quanzilla.com. That's the website. My channel is Mr. Quanzilla. I review films My next joint about to drop is If Bill Street Could Talk. My last one was the Green Book. I recommend that movie. If you didn't see the Green Book, bro.
Mashar, what's his name? He said his name? Ali? What's his name?
Mahershala
Ali.
Yeah. Wassalamu alaikum. That was popping, man. Y'all gonna like that movie. That's a good one. I might see that one again. But my next dropping is If Bill Street Could Talk. And I'm at Quanzillions on Instagram. So I'm doing behind the scenes footage with the Justice League when we go live, J3 Entertainment, Jody's Corner. I'm just doing, you know what I mean? I throwed a little bit of that up. Not too much. You're still in my lifestyle, so I'm bringing you there. So at Quanzillions and Mr. Quanzilla on. Although I am Sadler Ward, sharp as a sword. If you see me on the street, pull out your phone and record.
Tight. I'll put all his links down below. And you guys know I'm J3, aka the Batman. I'm glad you guys are here. Subscribe to J3 Entertainment. Thumbs this video up and don't forget to share. J3 out.